Florida has always been one of the 50 states in America that either love it or hate it. Florida attracts you when you watch a movie and you see the palm trees, when you see a sports team with the tropical colors of the Miami Heat or the Miami Dolphins. There's always been a magical allure to Florida. It's one of the states that has the highest rate of tourism because of Disneyland, etc. So, in addition to that, during the pandemic, Florida was considered one of the last free states because it was one of the states that had kept a lot of things open as much as they could, and it had warm weather all year round. And if you had to be locked down during the pandemic, you wanted to be in Florida to have the most freedom, to be by the beach, to be in warm weather. Florida was highly desired. And many people relocated to Florida due to the fact that they could work remote now because of the pandemic and to fulfill a lifetime dream. And Florida had like the perfect storm, and it peaked. But then recently, Florida also had the perfect storm, Hurricane Ian. And with the pandemic ending and other states all now pretty much reopened, everything's back to normal. Florida is now falling from grace. Now that Florida isn't this standout, and now after the hurricane where people, what I've noticed in life is usually, let's say your spouse doesn't want to move to Florida. They say, oh, what about sharks? I don't want to go. What about alligators? All it takes is for your spouse to be watching Jeopardy and to see the devastation of a hurricane and say, oh, see, we're never moving to Florida. That's all it takes. And then you're stuck with frozen pizza the rest of your life. Florida went from here to down there in your mind. And it is true, guys, that, it's like meeting someone. It's like imagining the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams, whatever you are into or whatever your sexual orientation. And then maybe over time, you don't put them as high up on a pedestal. You get let down, or you see the downside of that relationship. And Florida went from everyone's top pick to now falling from grace. Now you could probably buy real estate in Fort Myers cheap. Now is probably actually the time to buy. But now, do people want Florida as much as they did a year ago? No. Now, again, every winter will be a reminder that Florida is still the warmest state in America during the winter. I have a male troll from California that hates me because he loves California. I love humidity. Florida forever. Never forget it. And I don't know why an adult male would bust my balls. I don't know, you want to get with me? I'm not gay. I respect equal rights. But come on. Enjoy California. I respect California. Enjoy Hawaii. Do whatever you want. Leave me alone. But I want to tell you this. Okay? You have a choice to make in life. You suffer every winter, and you suffer in silence. Don't complain. Don't tell me you want to move to Florida when you retire. No, just eat your frozen pizza. And I'm not talking to you, Cartoon Mark, but I'm making a statement. If you are now saying that Florida is not top, it's not your top pick, you just want to visit, then just suffer in silence during winter. Suffer. And, now people are suffering that live in Florida. Their real estate property may be going down. And certainly those affected by the hurricane are suffering, and it's sad. But I lived through Hurricane Sandy on Halloween in New Jersey. I know people who lost their house. Where do you want to take your risk? Do you want to move to Tennessee and have a tornado? Do you want to move to Memphis and have a shootout? Do you want to move to California and have wildfires and earthquakes? Where do you want to live? Do you want to move to the Pacific Northwest and never see the sun? You don't even have an air conditioner. It's so cold up there. Everyone gets to choose, and I respect everyone. I have great people from all these different areas. Respect. But I have a passion for Florida. Now, do I want to be a property owner forever in Florida? We'll see. But I want to spend 90% of the year in Florida. The year has 12 months. 90% of 12 is 10. 10 months out of the year, at least I want to be in Florida. That's me. You do what you want. But I recognize, I'm an honest person. I recognize, guys, Florida was everyone's top pick. Remote work, lockdown, free state, everyone wanted Florida. Now, pandemic's over, all the other states are open, hurricane hit, real estate values may not be different, interest rates are higher now. Oh, I don't like Florida. What about sharks, hurricanes, frozen pizza, I'm going to stay here. You motherfuckers. You don't love Florida, you never love Florida. You don't have what it takes, okay, to wear suntan lotion all year round, to sweat and suffer in the summer heat. You say, who are you to talk? You got a skull cap on. You bastard, I'm visiting my mother, okay, on a 2-week vacation. Am I allowed to visit my mother? What type of people are you? I want to tell you right now, okay? You do whatever you want, guys. If a hurricane comes and it wipes Florida off the map. See, this is the other thing, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. Very important. Many people lie to you and they tell you, don't worry about coming to Florida. It will always be here. Not anymore. Sanibel Island, Fort Myers, now it's going to take years to rebuild. It won't always be here. You just lost 2 years of your life. Because you said 10 years from now you're going to move to Florida. Now Florida may not be there. You better seize the moment of your life. You just lost 2 years of beach, bikinis, MILFs, no state income tax. Now, you'll never get those 2 years back. Never forget that. Florida will not always be here. I won't always be here. You won't always be here. The only remembrance of your life will be frozen pizza, the crust that you left in your Dollar Tree trash bag in your kitchen that has a bunch of other garbage. To remind you that in the winter, you can leave your garbage out for weeks because it's so cold it doesn't even disintegrate or smell. But in Florida, if you leave your trash out for 1 day, it's so hot, the smell comes like a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle right in your nose. Very hot. So listen, guys and girls, I just entertained your sloth ass for 7 minutes, and I acknowledged that Florida has fallen from grace. And I recognize, guys, Florida's a volatile state. It's like Bitcoin, but a lot of people like Bitcoin. Why? It's very, I don't know, they attracted it. But I understand that. No disrespect for people who lost money in Bitcoin. No disrespect for people who are suffering in Florida right now. I always tell you guys, just buy an RV lot or just get an RV because, you know, you got to accept that. A lot of damage can come. And if you're very wealthy, buy a big house and, you know, you're willing to take that loss. And if you're very unsure, just say that Florida will never go anywhere. Live where you're currently living, and then Florida probably won't be there in 30 years, and you wasted your entire life, and you know, now you can die where you wasted your life. I want to tell you right now, guys, you do whatever you want. Okay? And I'm not saying this out of disrespect to anyone. I'm just sharing my thoughts. These are my thoughts. But again, I respect too. I'm a single guy, no pets, no kids. You may not be in that situation. I respect that. This is just entertainment. Don't get upset. Don't start fucking going crazy. Okay, don't get upset. I love you. Click the thumbs up. Click the blue join. Click, click, click. Super thanks. Heart with a money sign. Boom. Click it. Why? Come on now. Okay. Come on now. I love you. Thank you for watching.